Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 61 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Jones got a man. That's Richie James. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Nifty move. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 21 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Check that, street. Dragon 60.
Here's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. 49, check 49, check 49.
Watch safety creep,
Third. Right there, right there.
Now Geno. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to move back in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The Seahawks at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL, so I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
Now Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Check 13. Check the Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Street.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge.
28 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. From the 29, Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Switch. Panther Street. Mustang 19.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check. Trap 60.
Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Check that. Street.
Smith on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on second down. Smith forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right there, hurt. 19 light.
Check 48 to the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, alert 48.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head to... halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Watch twins.
Warriors 70.
Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cup 19.
Check 48 to the mic. No chance. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got my go.
To throw on second down is Smith. Toward the complete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Niners, playing well so far, who have the lead at halftime. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to...
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go check, go check.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Smith.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 43. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Smith.
On the slant, it's Fant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the red zone now, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Check that, street.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This is Akins hauling in the short pass.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And out now come the Seahawks. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Al Woods breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Throwing now, Smith.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 2 touchdowns. 45 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Jones connects with Slayton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Here's Jones.
He's got Akins, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Seahawks,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.